2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedExCup. Today's coverage of the Champions Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm glad to be here covering this week's featured group, and what a pairing, as these two have been hinting at quite a budding rivalry here.
Well, Henny, it sounds like they're trying to beat young Will Zalatoris. I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
Oh, as am I. Wily Will found his way onto the tour in a very unusual manner, and he kept himself there. The pressure is not too much for him. He can handle anything. He's a fierce young man, a young man of the future, and I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with his game. Where can you beat him? Where can you see any of those defenses? He's very confident, and as I said, Luke, he can take that pressure.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting. Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. Nicely done. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Well, that's a nice way to start, writing a little red number down on the scorecard at first.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
He finds himself currently tied for 5th. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
It's been a good year. 3 wins so far this season. Well played, mate. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Handy effort, that one. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Oh, just missed. This is a par putt. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Currently 1 under for the round. And now let's catch up with John McCarthy for an on-course report. What can we expect from Echo Park Golf Club this week, John?
Well, Luke, one thing I can say about this after walking the course this morning, it's a long one. So distance off the tee, especially important here at Echo Park. Course starts off along the big lake. There are a few holes that hug the edge of this lake, not unlike a Bay Hill, but here you get hit with it right off the start. And when you get away from the water, you get hit with the sand on the 6th. There's a thin corridor of fairway that leads to the green that weaves its way through. I think there's 5-6 bunkers leading up to and surrounding the 6th green. And from there on out, the players are going to be on the watch for the sand because it's sneaky and it's hard to avoid in certain situations. It's going to be an exciting time here, I think, this week at Echo Park.
Good shot there, Beamer. Second shot here on the 3rd.
Wow, showing Will Zalatoris that this rivalry is indeed not to be taken lightly.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And that puddle drop. Well done. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Here we are at Echo Park Golf Club, the 4th hole, and it's a big brute of a par 4.
Off the tee, your eyes look down the left-hand side and see 2 massive bunkers and obviously the water, so anything right of that is just fine. If you find the fairway, second shot is downhill just a little bit to a long, narrow green that has got bunkers down the right-hand side. Distance control with that second shot is absolutely imperative if they want to have a good look at birdie.
Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker.
Has the wind coming right into his face.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That swing didn't deserve a good reward. This should head into the rough. That's not what they were looking for.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
Close to the surface here, the green side rough. A bit too much pace on that one. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Well, at least it wasn't a double. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Didn't that look good for a long time? So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Trying to shake off the bogey on the last hole as they step onto this tee. Opting for the 6-iron.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. This putt for inside the top 5 on the leaderboard. Looking really good, this one. Ooh. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Time to tee off at the 6th.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
What a drive. Look at that.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
They've held it. That'll be for birdie.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but Few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky is the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B to point. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. He reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. Now just has to go ahead and just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt. And that's for birdie. Well hold. Step aside, gents. This man's marching into the top 5. Tony Finau is currently leading the event as we head to the next hole. Now a par 5 hole awaits.
Wow, that's an incredible drive.
Second shot here on the 7th. Wonderfully played. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace. And this putt to move them into a tie for 2nd. Oh, I like the look of this. Just didn't drop. sitting at 2 under par, tied for 5th. Looked good for a while, but unable to drop, just inches away. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
This is their 5th shot. Wow, what a save.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
The tempo there was exquisite.
That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted. This putt is for a spot inside the top 10.
This one's looking good.
Okay, steady now. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Job done. Let's head to the next. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. That one's heading down Broadway. This shot from around the 200-yard marker.
Puff of breeze moving this golf ball left to right.
Going with the hybrid. Let's hope this one gets a good lie because it's heading towards the rough. Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though. This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. And a par putt awaits him. Gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? 5 feet coming up to the cup. Ouch, that hurts. This next putt for double bogey. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
That's inside the range.
Well, when your rival plays golf every single second of the day and eats birdies for breakfast, lunch and dinner, this is what you get.
All right, Rich, we've made the turn now into the final 9. What are your thoughts so far?
Well, Luke, this rivalry we have been watching has been fun. This player's behind their rival as we make the turn. It'll be fun to see how this matchup shakes out.
Sitting at 1 over. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
A spot amongst the leaders here awaits if they can make this. Move inside the top 20.
This one looking really good.
It's just about 3 feet away. Ooh, nice line. So after that hole, he's now up to even with the car.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
The 11th at Echo Park is a par 4 stretching at 430 from the back tees.
Just a slight bit uphill off the tee shot. Find a spot at that far bunker, Luke, that you want to aim at and go ahead and turn it loose. From there, second shot goes over a nice little meandering stream that wanders throughout the golf course to a green, clover-like in appearance, but I gotta say, this is really one of the coolest holes on the golf course. I love it.
And this shot from about 150 yards out. Going with the 8-iron here. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's 1 stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
Well, that should save them. That one from the sand. And back to the course with the live action. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Good stroke. Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll. And that will take him to 1 under. It's Tony Finau who currently leads. And after a birdie at the last, he'll take the honour on the hole. That reminded me of the Big Easy, silky smooth. That's not the outcome they were after.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. Ooh, right by the hole. Setting up to play the shot here from the greenside rough. Beauty of a chip shot there.
Oh, Dr. Chipinski strikes again.
Well hold. Let's move on. And currently leading this tournament is Tony Finau. Lovely play. Well, the 13th hole here at Echo Park Golf Club is not as kind. A big hole at 504 from the tips.
Well, thankfully, it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course, that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down that right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot, downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
Hang on, Henny. Is that a bit loose?
Looks like this might find the water.
The ball looked a little thirsty. Ooh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough. Golf became a power game, and there's few players out on tour that have more prodigious power than Tony Finau. If he really wants to go full tilt, Rich, it feels like everyone's playing for second.
He is a dynamic player that has the ability to make birdies in bunches. The ball striking, I think, is always going to be brilliant. Watching him when he was on the Korn Ferry Tour, graduated to the PGA Tour, and just keep watching this steady progression. Each and every week, he just seems to get a little bit better, and the confidence level is over the moon with this kid. And to bundle it all up, Luke, he's one of the nicest guys in the world. You want to root for a Tony Finau. He is such a likable, lovable guy, I believe, that you can't help but root for him. And the wins that he didn't get are just heartbreaking, and we felt the pain alongside with him. I love watching this guy play. I root for him every single week.
If it's up, it could be in. Oh, so close. A double bogey putt in front of them. And down it goes. A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. Teeing off now on the 14th hole. Not bad. Sitting at +1.
The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
And this putt to draw even with Will Zalatoris.
I like the look of this. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole. Penny, what's the player facing here?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. But not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
That was a gallant attempt. An opportunity to make their par. And with that, he'll stay right there at even par. Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Oh, this would be handy if he could bounce right. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it.
shot. Don't be shy.
That's frustrating. Putting for par. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
They're in the bunker. Got a chance to get up and down. Oh, that's a beauty. Great shot from the bunker. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. We've arrived at a par 4. That's a good-looking shot there. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently one stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
Well, that's a beautiful bunker shot there. Even for the day. Going with the 7. Oh, good shot that. Right inside the range. Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Was on a good line. Par putt coming up here. You finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Oh, where he be now? Tony Finau in the lead. Well, here we are, the 18th hole. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Second shot here at the 18th. Getting ready to play their third. Chance to get one under the card with this putt. That signs off on this player's performance for the day. Well, that was certainly a tale of two nines, Rich, and well done for this player to fight through a sloppy start.
Well, that's what they had to do after that opening 9. It wasn't going to be pretty if they had the back 9 to match the front 9. Thankfully, they turned it around, got it back on the back 9. Hopefully, a better day ahead.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.